Ladies and gentlemen of the press, good morning. As you heard just a few minutes ago, we, Nintendo Limited, are committed to changing our ways for one reason and one reason only: to restore the lives of those affected by the trading and purchasing of conflict minerals across the globe. For the past 123 years, we have taken pride in the fact that our products have been integral in positively shaping and molding the lives of billions of consumers around the world. Yet when we look to our past, though we see success, we also see failure. We see the men, women, and children who, with an outstretched arm, cried for our help, only to be neglected. Today, we realize that though the past can't be undone, the future can be shaped. That is why we believe that our three-step strategy will pave the path for ending the war on conflict minerals and help restore peace and order to the areas affected by the mining and trading of these deposits. So thank you again for your time. I'll now open the floor to any questions, concerns that you may have. Yes, sir.
Nintendo's embarrassing ranking of 0 in the Enough Project's ranking of corporate responsibility when it comes to the Congolese conflict minerals has damaged the reputation of Nintendo, and you admit that. What steps has Nintendo taken to redeem itself?
Well, as I stated earlier, we have outlined a three-step strategy. The first of which was to audit our supply chain and of all of our production partners. Second was to take part in Solutions for Hope in partnership with Motorola Solutions. And third, it was to support or not support the U.S. Chamber of Commerce's threat to sue the SEC given the recent Dodd-Frank Reform Act. So we believe that these three strategies will ingrain into our consumers' minds, will help to build back the image, the reputation that we have supposedly lost due to the Enough Project's ranking of 0 compared to the other 23 other companies.
Nintendo had issued a statement just last month about their relationship with their suppliers and who use the Congolese conflict minerals. And Sasha Lesnev of the Enough Project said, Nintendo's statement is a meaningless piece of paper without concrete steps behind it because suppliers don't know where their minerals are coming from. How would you respond to that accusation?
Well, I would respond to that accusation by stating that by the time that statement was made, it was right after the fact that we had recognized that we were only 0, ranked out of 23 companies. So I would say it's given time. You would need a sufficient amount of time in order to see the fruit of our labor, to see the results of this three-step strategy. For example, as far as partnering with Motorola Solutions in order to help the close supply chain with those mining in the Congo. That is something that takes time, as far as us donating the money to Motorola Solutions and building our team to help put any input into Motorola Solutions and how they go about building their Solutions for Hope program. So it really takes time in order to see the results of our program. We just made this commitment a few weeks ago. So I can promise you that in the next few months, we'll be able to see, hopefully by the end of the fiscal year, some significant changes. Yes?
Yeah, well, using legal minerals instead of conflicting minerals will increase the cost of production of your products because legal minerals are more expensive than conflicting ones. So do you think that your products are going to be more expensive now, if there are going to be an increase and higher price, or what do you think? What do you expect to happen?
Well, I would say that through the use of non-conflict minerals, as the legal minerals that you had stated, I don't believe that they will by any chance increase the cost of our products, of our games, of our systems that we offer to our consumers. We believe that in order to, if we are having rising costs in our minerals, we're going to have to find other areas in which to cut costs, in which to make up that differential, to continue to provide to our consumer an affordable product in which they can go about enjoying Nintendo products as they always have been. Yes, sir.
Can you say more about this audit and whether you'll make it public?
Yes. So as far as the audit of our production partners, our plan is to go to each of our production partners, starting with our smelters, and to essentially ask them, or to bring an internal audit team to each of them, and to find out and to understand who are they getting their materials from, who are they getting their minerals from. As we continue to go back further in the supply chain, we'll be able to understand who is supplying these smelters of these conflict minerals, if there are. And if there are, we're able to track then and there the number of suppliers using conflict minerals in their supply chain, and we'll be able to stop them. And as far as making this public, yes, given the Dodd-Frank Act reform by the SEC, we are going to have to make public whether or not our product continue to use conflict minerals, and we will be willing and able to make this audit public as well. Yes, sir.
Would you be open to the idea of having external auditors involved instead of just internal teams? It seems like there's a chance that there'd be bias there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want to show the
definitely.
company in the best light.
Understand. So we are willing to have external auditors as well. We will be able to, given our management team and certain criteria I would expect that they would have to go through, I'll be more than willing and able, again, to open this audit to external auditors as well to get rid of any bias that may exist. Yes.
How are we to trust Nintendo's positions on other global issues going forward when their stance on conflict minerals was broken?
Well, that's a good question. I would say that the amount of time that has occurred between the ranking of 0 in the Enough project and the time that we have taken to make strides to increase our image to help the Congolese, it really hasn't been that long. It's only been a few months. And I would say that we haven't necessarily neglected the Congolese completely in this time frame, in this period. And I would say that whatever environmental problems that may exist in the future that continue to come up in the following months, in the following years, we've always been loyal to our customers. We've always been able to understand their interests, what they're hoping to buy, what they're hoping to use in their lives to positively shape their lives. So I would say that in the coming future, we would be able to certainly address these issues. And of course, not making the same mistakes that we did in the past.
If the Enough project were to come out with a new ranking today for Nintendo, what would you give yourself? What would you give your company and why?
I would say if we were given a new ranking at the time, we would still be 0, and this is why. When you compare us to the 23 other firms, although we have listed a 3-step strategy, these other firms have been given more time. They have taken the initiative, the effort to start their processes before we did. So compared to them, we would still be 0, although mainly because the results of our strategy have yet to be seen. And as I said, we promise to be those to be seen in the following months, in the coming months.
You keep stating a lag time as your reasoning for why Nintendo was 0, but it seems that these other 23 companies had knowledge of conflict minerals, so I'm guessing that Nintendo probably did too. So why did you guys wait until it was public knowledge about this to respond? What does that say about the values of your company?
So it's unfortunate for me to admit this, but that time in which we did neglect the use of conflict minerals, that time where we did not publicly address the use of conflict minerals in our products, it was because we were concerned with revenue. We were concerned with sales. We were concerned with giving the consumer a product that they can continue to use and complementary products, games to purchase, to help our bottom line. And that unfortunately can't be the case anymore. We've recognized that now. We've understood that going forward, we can no longer put money in front of the lives of these innocent Congolese in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So that is my answer. Yes.
Nintendo has just launched the new product Wii U. Do you think this issue can affect the sales in this product that has just been launched?
Well, we made a statement previous that we promised to not use conflict minerals in our Wii U product. So this statement had been made public, and we believe now that the consumer, now that the public is well aware of this use of conflict minerals in our previous Wii and our Nintendo GameCube products, in the Wii U, which was recently launched just last week, we believe consumers will continue to purchase no problem. But we already had sold 400,000 units, particularly on Black Friday, and we don't believe that will have any impact on sales of our Wii U. So thank you again for your time and consideration. And if you have any particular question, you can ask. You can email those to me or the communications team. All right, thank you.